EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the LA Chargers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. A first carry now. This is Matthews. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try in the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And shutting him off now open field. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Again, it's Johnson. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. James has got it. Complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 61 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Rivers. He sets up the screen to Matthews. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 51 yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
That would give inside for Fall. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. 7-7, our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught around the 6. The rookie from Washington put it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a 1st down. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They start the drive with Matthews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Rivers. And this one's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Rivers now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. A 3rd down gain of 19. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They toss it left to Matthews. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing, Rivers. That's caught by Jackson. Still on his feet. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Mistake over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 25, here's second down and 8. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. He's got his man, Gates. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
That went out wide and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Ball under 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Second and 11. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it. And
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. When you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Now an audible here into something else.
Chargers 1st down.
Rivers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play.
8 yards.
And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60, trap 60, trap 60. Check out.
Rivers. They'll hit Jackson complete. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Rivers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, it's Rivers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Dragon 60.
They go play action. Rivers able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal.
27. Chargers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll try and do this himself. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Titans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Chargers first down.
To throw, Rivers. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and